guide, and I'm bringing to you today a very special Qigong practice from the Wudong Mountains in China, from the Five Immortals Temple and the Chongyang sect of Taoism. So I hope you enjoy. Let's find a good position in the middle of your practice space, finding your feet in a shoulder width apart position, feet parallel. And root into your feet, bend your knees and sink into your pelvis, extending the crown of your head up to the sky. Just arrive, take a breath in through the nose and out through the nose. And let's bow in to begin. So you step forward with the left foot, the hands come up, right fist, left hand over the fist, and we bow from the heart, honoring the teacher, honoring the students, honoring the lineage of teachers, my master Li Shifu in China, honoring the Chongyang sect. And I like to bow in all directions, honoring the human collective, the unseen forces that influence us, bringing reverence into the practice, bowing up to the sky, to the great cosmos beyond, and down to the earth, where the abundance flows into our lives. And then placing one hand on the heart and one hand underneath the navel, and honoring the self for showing up today, for exploring, for practicing. And returning back to the room, eyes open. We do some spinal movements to warm up the body, throwing the hips from side to side, and the shoulders and ribs come down to meet the hip. Moving an S-wave pattern through the spine. The arms are long, they just kind of go with the movement. Heavy arms. Simple spinal wave from side to side. The knees stay externally rotated. Putting a soft wave through the body. Keeping the head in the center as much as possible. So the pubic bone and the chin are tucked forward. And breathing naturally in and out through the nose. Noticing maybe a building of heat in the body. These movements are really good for moving the connective tissue in the abdomen, the viscera, the fascia around each organ. Already I'm starting to feel a cramping feeling in my abdomen as the organs are being moved around. I'm just breathing naturally. And coming to a close. Now moving the hips in a circle underneath your head. The head stays in a tucked position. And now bring that movement from your hips up into your spine. So like the S wave from side to side, we're circling through each vertebrae. The belly puffs forward and chest drops back. It's as if you have a cup of water and you're swirling the cup, making a whirlpool in the water to clean off any dirt from the side. The movement stems from the legs through the center the vital center, the dantian, right below the navel, and up into the rest of the body. Arms stay long from the hips to the lower spine to the thoracic spine, all the way up into the base of the skull. Now reverse the direction, down in the hips, and then bring it up into the lower spine, mid-spine. Breathing naturally. Warming up the body. And coming to center. Now we do a spinal wave from forward to back. So the hips come forward, the chest opens, and then the head releases down. I'll turn to the side just to show. So the hips, chest, head releases. It's like you're a billowing sheet in the wind, catching the wind with the body. Waking up. You don't have to breathe with each repetition. Just breathe as it feels good. Now we do the opposite of that movement. So our head dives down and you catch underneath, and then again, up and down, rolling down, arching up. Moving the spine in different ways, activating the flow. And coming to center. Inhale the hands up and over the head, gathering all the energy around you, and exhale down. One more time. Inhale, gather, and exhale down past the nose. See if you can really collect energy around you, like you're holding a substance underneath your palms. And then exhale, sink into your stance. Feet together. So our inhale, our hands are bringing light around us, washing the body with light. Our hands come together in the prayer position that we started in, fist over hand. We extend up onto our toes, reaching down through the feet and reaching up through the hands, lower down onto your heels. The breath is held, and it's a forceful exhale out the mouth, forward fold like this. Clearing out. Inhale, pulling energy up the front channel to the heart, and exhale down. So this is a cleansing posture. Inhale, see a brightening of light around you. Extend up onto your toes, reaching in two directions. Lower down, holding the breath. Pausing for a moment, and then releasing down. Clearing out. The hands are apart. Inhale, guiding fresh energy from the earth to the heart, and exhale down. Prostrating to the moon, bowing to the mountain. Extend up onto your toes, reach, Lower down, breath is held, emitting any stagnant energy out the mouth, clearing down. Inhale, guide fresh energy from the earth to the heart, and exhale, return. I return to the side to show a side view. Inhale, extend, hold breath, lower down, and release. Inhale, guide fresh energy from the earth to the heart, and exhale, return. Inhale, washing the body with light, extending to the sky, lower down, and really emphasize this brushing down with the hands as you release out the mouth. Inhale, hands apart, guiding fresh energy to the heart and sinking back to the vital center. A couple more of these, clearing out. And one more. Extending up into the sky. Sinking into the heart and discharging anything that you don't need anymore. Inhale to the heart and exhale, return to vital center. We close by inhaling our hands up and just simply exhaling, bring the energy back down. Sinking the hands down to the knees, grasping the knees with the index finger and the middle finger in the little indentations underneath the kneecap, and digging the thumbs into the quadriceps. And you sit down into your seat as low as possible and circle through the knees. Keeping the whole foot on the ground, sitting back as far as possible, nourishing the knees with this rotation, bringing one breath into one circle. So inhaling forward and exhaling back, in and out through the nose. The spine is in a fixed, long position. I'll turn to the side. I'm sitting back and extending forward. Welcoming any cracks and pops in the joints, nourishing the ankle and the knees, the hips and the lower back. Inhaling and exhaling, one circle. Reverse the direction. Sinking down. And coming up. Wide stance. Sink the hands back down into the same position. And we circle the knees in to out. Knee circles in a wide stance. Keeping the spine as upright as possible and sinking down into your pelvis. Activating the power of the legs, keeping the whole foot on the ground. Reverse the direction. And coming up, inhale the hands up overhead, gathering the energy around you. And exhale, sink down into the vital center. Wide stance, parallel feet, palms facing each other, fingers wide. So now I inhale and the fingers weave together, creating a basket underneath my navel. Keep inhaling, the hands come up overhead, creating a table above the crown. I break this by pulling the elbows apart. And then exhale through the nose, push apart. Like two great doors are opening. I begin to inhale, the palms face forward. I inhale to the heart. Palms face down, exhale, sink into the vital center. Inhale, palms brush around the belt, holding the sacrum and the kidneys. And then I exhale, sink down, brushing the legs, sinking into a squat. And then inhale, pulling the energy up from the earth to the heart, and exhale, return. Again, inhale, fingers weave together. Above the head, holding a weave above the crown, break, and then exhale through the nose, pushing two doors apart. Inhale, gather to the heart. Exhale, sink to the vital center. Inhale, the hands brush around the belt channel, holding the kidneys and the sacrum. And exhale, brush down the outside of the legs. And inhale, gather fresh energy from the earth to the heart, and exhale down. Inhale, weave. Break. Exhale. Inhale, gather to the heart. Exhale, sink. Inhale, brush. Exhale, sink. Inhale, straight spine, rise up to the heart, and exhale, sink down. Couple more of these, pumping the body, activating chi flow through the body. Break. Exhale. Gather to the heart. Exhale, sink. Turn palms to face the navel. Inhale, brush the belt. Nourishing warmth from the palms into the kidneys. Exhale, sink down. Straight spine. Inhale, guide energy to the heart. And exhale, sink down. One more time. Inhale. Break. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. And closing, inhale up, gathering all around, lowering down past the nose, exhale, sink. Bring the stance in a little bit. shoulder width apart. The palms facing up. See if you can feel a weight in the palms, a warmth radiating out of them. Consciously connecting to the magnetic field that emanates out of the different energy centers. There's this pattern of the universe called the torus. And it's like a four-dimensional donut that emanates from a center point and radiates up and around and down and around. And so these next couple movements, we're going to be tracing the toroidal field around our heart center. So the palms face up. They sink back behind the body. Hands come up, opening to the front. The palms are facing forward, and they start to rotate in, and then down, and then back and around, facing forward. My hands come down as if I'm stroking a long beard, down and around. This is the yang stroke. Opening, collecting the immensity of the cosmos and bringing it into the vital center. Inhaling up and exhaling down. So I turn to the side to show the movement. The hands come behind my body, opening to the front and lowering down. The shoulder blades pinch together. There's a bend in the arm, in the elbow. Inhale and exhale. The inhale gathers and opens, and the exhale returns and sinks. And bring the tip of the tongue on the roof of the mouth behind the front teeth. So there's a gap between the jaws. Okay, see the movement down. So we take this movement from side to side. So we shift over to the left side of the body, putting most of the weight into the left foot as the hands come up, collecting the energy to the left, tracing the toroidal field. As my hands come back down to center, I've shifted my weight back to neutral. And then I start shifting over to the right, keeping my spine upright, tracing my hands around this axis and circle, rotating back to center. Inhaling to the side and exhaling to center. Slow the movement down. Link breath and movement. Inhale to the left. Exhale back to center. Inhale to the right. Exhale back to center. You can bring your eyes into connection with the back hand. Linking your eyesight, your breath, and your movement all together. Presence is the only requirement. So the hands are moving from between the hips and right above the eyes. So if you're making a large arc above your head, try to contain the movement more between the hips and the eyes. Simple but powerful. What is in your palms right now? Is there an ignition of light and energy? Shifting weight from side to side. And one more on either side. The yang stroke. Stroking the beard down. And returning to center. Now we do the opposite movement so that palms come up to out. Opening the curtain. The hands curl back, so I'm scooping with my fingers. And then the palms come up to about head level. Palms open and spread out. Opening the curtain. I scoop with my hands. My palms come up. This is the yin stroke, like a volcano erupting from the deep ground and spreading out around the globe. Inhale, palms rise up. Exhale, spiral out. Yeah, scoop. There's a twisting through the shoulder, through the arm, a spiraling of the palms. Okay, so now bringing this movement from side to side. So we shift over to the left and the hands rise up and spiral out, circling back. Shift over to the right, palms rise up, circling back to center. Inhale to the sides, and exhale, return to center. Inhale to the side, exhale, return to center. Creating a figure 8 from side to side. Subtle movements, encouraging flow of energy. Maybe a tremble moves through the body or a twitch. Welcome, new sensation. Tracing the toroidal field. It's a tongue twister. Inhale, gather. Exhale, return to center. Offering a gift to the sky. Receiving the boon back to center. Shifting the weight, keeping the spine upright. Tip of tongue on roof of mouth. One more on either side. Shifting to the left, opening up. To the right. And returning to center. Inhale, gather, collect the energy around you. And then pass the head, exhale, sink. Now we're going to go into a couple standing meditation postures. So try this. So the thumbs come together and the pinky and the middle finger come together. And then, you know, the rock on sign. Well, you're doing that. So the middle finger and the ring finger touch the crease between the thumb and this little crease here. So the thumbs come together, the index comes together, and the pinky comes together in this mudra. The illuminating star, we call this. So if you look through, hold this up at your third eye level. So the index finger is about the crest of your head level. And you look through the space between your pinkies and your thumb. It's a very special mudra from this tradition. So find your feet parallel, knees bent, tucking through the pelvis. So the spine is long, tucking the chin back so the cervical spine is long. Shoulders relaxed, but actively holding this posture and gazing through this portal through the mudra. Rooting down into the earth through the stance. Taking some breaths here through the illuminating star. Tip of tongue on roof of mouth behind front teeth. And see what comes into the mudra. Noticing the thoughts and letting them pass. Returning to the breath and the posture. And this gaze through the star. As fatigue enters into the body, into the shoulders, relax even deeper. So see if you can brighten the light in your third eye, in the upper dantian, in the energy center of your head. Maybe open the eyes a little bit more wide. Or visualize a light emanating from the center above your eyes and opening through this channel, through this portal of the mudra. A brightening of light and a radiation. Everything becomes more golden or more white, lighter, or whatever your interpretation of light is. Illuminate. Breathing. Sink down into the knees. Holding the posture. Gazing through the portal, noticing if the eyes cross or there's a clarity or a blurring of vision. Just noticing. Relax the shoulders. And now all the fingers are touching, and lower the hands down in front of the heart. So each finger is touching, holding a ball of energy between the palms. And the elbows kind of radiate down at a 45-degree angle. So there's some space between the elbows and the rib cage. And there's a good amount of weight and connection between the fingertips. Holding a ball of light in front of the middle dantian, in front of the heart center. Returning to your posture, feet parallel. The knees spiral out, so you don't want the knees to fall in. Open the knees up and out. And there's a lifting through the arch of the foot. And a tucking through the pubic bone and the tail so that the pelvic girdle cradles the internal organs. There's an extension down through the pelvis, through the pubic bone, down to the ground, as if there's a weight hanging from your root, sinking you into the ground. tucking the chin back so the top of your head extends up to the sky. And breathing in this mudra. Welcome the power of this hand position as the 5 elements return to source. Focus your mind's eye into your heart center. And like before, see if you can irradiate and make it brighter. From a dim light, like on a stove burner, a dim fire, and then turn the knob and increase the heat, increase the flame. Almost like opening a treasure chest and an irradiating light of gold emanates out, filling your body with light, filling the torus with light from the heart center, activating. So that you are at the center point of a sphere of light extending in 6 feet in each direction. Breathing in and out through the nose. And now breaking the mudra, and the hands come out to face back towards the heart. The 2 dragons hold the pillar. So each hand like a dragon's head, holding this pillar of light. Many ancient cultures talk about this pillar that extends down deep into the center of the earth and extends up into the cosmos beyond, like an antennae. And we hold the pillar between the palms and the heart. It's like a charging station for the human form. Standing aligned with gravity. Sunken into the earth through our stance, extending roots down into the ground. And the hands embrace this pillar, this continuum of power. Remembering the posture, the alignment of the feet and the knees, tucking through the pelvis, tucking through the chin, extending up through the crown, relaxing through the shoulders. Some breaths here. Feeling the power radiating from the heart center as you hold the pillar. Through the posture, invite the flow of energy into the body. Like you're an empty vessel, filling up, recharging. If you're barefooted on a rug or of a synthetic ground, see if you can wiggle your toes into the earth and visualize and imagine the wetness of earth. And visualize roots extending down into the ground below. And now, the hands come apart, they open up. Inhale, expand, linking breath and movement. And then exhale, sink back towards each other. And then inhale, the hands rotate to face down. And then exhale, as if you're pushing your fingers forward through a wall of mud. So there's a resistance. Extending forward. And then inhale, the palms face each other. And then exhale, pull back towards the heart center. Inhale, expand at heart level. And then exhale, sink back towards center. Inhale, rotate, open. Exhale, push through the wall of mud, forward. Inhale, rotate, palms extended out, facing each other. Exhale, pull the ball of energy back to the center. Inhale, expand. Exhale, sinking back towards one another, feeling the magnetic connection between the palms. Inhale, palms facing the ground. Exhale, pushing through the wall of mud. Inhale, rotate, open, feeling the connection, holding the ball of light extended. Exhale, return back to heart center. Inhale, expand. Exhale, radiate towards each other. Inhale, open. Exhale, push through the wall of mud. Inhale, hold the ball extended. Exhale, return. One more. Expand, inhale. And exhale. Inhale, rotate. Exhale, push through the wall of mud. Inhale, hold the ball extended. Exhale, return. And floating the hands down and then up, like billowing a sheet. And bringing it down into your stance. Making the movements a little faster. Letting the blood move into the fingertips. And now we're like flapping our wings. Shaking through the spine. And then coming to stillness and just flapping the hands towards the face, fanning air towards the head, releasing through the wrists. And shaking out down. Inhale up, gather. And exhale down. And now bringing the hands into a mudra where the right hand is underneath the navel and the left hand is over the right hand, creating a yin and yang connection between the thumbs. And just standing here and letting the energy accumulated through the practice settle into the vital center, into this void of the lower dantian. Sinking back into the stance, into the parallel feet, the knees bent, tucking through the pelvis. And breathing in to this power place, the hara, the dantian, the red dot, your center point of gravity. Different names for it. Let everything settle and sink into the center. Speak from this place. Move from this place. Love from this place. May the potential power inside of each and every one of us activate and become alive. May we use these ancient tools to reawaken what is there, what is dormant inside of each and every one of us. Remembering the elements, the earth below, the cosmos beyond, the wood, the fire, the earth, the metal and the water, the ether and the spirit. All of the unseen that make the scene. The space in between matter. Breathing into your belly. And we close the practice, opening the palms up onto the lower abdomen. And we circle our hands around the dantian. Up the left, inhale, around the navel, and exhale down the right side. 3 circles in this direction, inhaling up and exhaling down. 1 more, inhaling up and exhaling down. And then we do 2 circles the opposite direction. And now we bring our hands together, building heat in the palms. And then with this heat, wash your face with it, running the fingertips through the hair and down the back of the head a couple times, building a little bit more heat. And squeezing the back of your head through the hair, and then taking your fingers, your hands, and massaging through the ears. Then with the fingertips, drumming the jaw, releasing the mouth open, and down to the chin, on either side of the nose, and the temples, third eye and the forehead, the crown, another side of your ears, and then tapping underneath the base of your skull with soft fists. And then around to the chest. And releasing, vibrating the rib cage with your sound, releasing down. And then tapping down through the shoulder, down the arm, the back of the palm, and then through the palm, and then the inside of the arm, transferring over to the other side, tapping down. A little tough love massage of the body, tapping. And then slapping down with open palms. Through the hips. Through the knees. Shaking out. Finding stillness and noticing what's present in the body, in the mind, in the heart, in the self, in the sensation. Noticing what's shifted through the practice. Thank you for joining me today on this journey. We'll bow out to close the practice. We step forward, bring the right fist, the left hand covering, and bowing to the center. And stepping back. Thanks for coming today. So these classes are by donation. I'm just going to write my my handles in here for Venmo and PayPal if any of you feel called to donate.
Thank you, Brother Mac.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for today, and thank you so much for being here every Friday.
Yeah.
It was really nice, like to start the morning like that. And thank you everyone for joining us. We'll be here every Friday for you.
And if you want to see my other classes, I teach 2 other sessions on Mondays and Wednesdays, and sometimes afternoon sessions. Qigong and what I call elemental embodiment, and I'll write my website here for those of you that are not following me. Okay. You may have a beautiful rest of your day.